The PDOIS has questioned government for the absence of government policy to ban production and importation of alcohol. He challenged the Minister of Finance to come up fact-based reason for the heightened taxes on alcoholic beverages. Discussion on this intoxicant was brought to the National Assembly by government for Assembly members to consider reduction of its taxes. Daifatu has more.
Halifa Saleh, National Assembly member for Serekunda and leader of the PDOIS party, argued that the absence of government policy to ban alcohol leaves scanty argument taxation on the products. His view formed part of debate following government's proposal to reduce tax on alcoholic beverages for consideration of the National Assembly. Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs Mambu Njai submitted that the increment of the 2012 rates in December last year was designed to address societal safety. His ministry was, however, compelled to reduce the taxes after key players in the beverage industry cried foul.
Honorable Speaker, the approved new excise tax was in no way an intended target for a specific sector, but rather propelled by a growing need to initiate social safety net for the youth, the cream of our society, from the negative effects of alcoholic abuse due to lower prices. In addition, road safety over the years have largely been compromised by drunk driving, mostly by youths. These and many other reasons were behind the proposal before this National Assembly to increase the excise tax on alcoholic beverages in December 2018.
Mr. Saleh replied that it is important for the government to look at the issue of alcohol consumption and come up with a policy of how to address it. He questioned why didn't the government ban the production and importation of alcohol products.
Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Minister indicated that alcoholic consumption had been increasing among our young population, and therefore the taxation is designed to curb it. Why didn't the government simply abolish the investment into any institution that produces alcohol or the importation of alcohol? The government therefore does not have a policy of prohibition, and we don't want to hear that the taxation was designed to do that. Because if that is the objective, you can use stronger hand measures to do it, to abolish it. So that is not the policy of the government. And the two are not related. So what is important is for the government to look at the issue of alcohol consumption or drug consumption in our population and come up with the policy of how to address it, and we will support it.
For Saleh, it was important for the minister to come up with facts as to who is consuming alcoholic beverages in the country, without which the Assembly is left to speculate.
What I know for a fact is that for how many decades an industry is here actually producing all those drinks and has employed Gambian population and is paying tax, as we have been told from other sources, correct or not, other sources, by our researchers, about 130-something million paid last year to government revenue. We should be useful for hospitals and other means. So if that is the case, then that industry needs some protection. If you wanted to alter what it is producing, then inject it as government policy that we want you to move into one-year production or other production, and we'll give you support. So diversify your investment, but you do not simply put iron on the spoke and say collapse. If it collapses, jobs will be lost, revenue will be lost, it will not add value. And still, alcohol is not banned, therefore the smuggling, as the member for Nyomi said, will start coming, and people will still consume it, and it will not have any impact in our socio-economic development.
The National Assembly has, however, adopted the revised tax rates on beer from 75% to 35%, spirit and wine each from 60 to 40%. The decision was not done without debate as to the negative impact of alcoholic drinks on the youth. For iAfrican News, Ndeye Fatou Bangura.